Now the aftermath is sibling rivalry, fights that are going on. And at this point, the only thing I can tell them is that the assets will be divided based on state law. And that's what it is.
Yeah. There's a lot of hate in probate, okay?
Woo-hoo! That's a good...
Welcome to Come Back with Erica Cobb, a community of folks like yourselves who are getting ready and staying ready for their next chapter. And a lot of us are thinking about our next chapter right now, especially when it comes to family legacy. So she is an attorney, speaker, coach, and founder of Hello Legacy. She helps families in estate planning, elder law, special needs planning, and family legacy planning to help people live their lives purposely. Her first book, entitled Family Strong: 7 Gifts for a Lasting Legacy, is out now. Michelle Adams, welcome to Come Back with Erica Cobb.
Thank you so much. I'm happy, thrilled, excited to be here with you.
Y'all feel it? Oh.
I am so excited to speak with you because I think that now is just such an appropriate time to be thinking about these things. So what is family legacy planning and how does it differ from estate planning?
Oftentimes when people hear the term estate planning, they shy away from that because they think, I don't have an estate. I barely have, well, I was going to use a different term, but I barely have anything.
I get it.
To take care of myself. And so I want to take that nuanced word of estate and really translate that into family legacy, because I think hearing that term is something that everyone can grasp and hold on to. And I also look at it as an amped up version of estate planning, because we're not just focused on the documents, right? Everyone talks about you need a will, you need powers of attorney, etc., which you do. But when we look at family legacy planning, it's going a bit deeper and really helping the client that I'm working with to uncover some of those family stories or ideas in which they can better connect with one another, or having family meetings, things along those lines, so that everyone has this sense of belonging and community to this body that we call family.
What is the first step we should be thinking or talking about to prevent our loved ones, as we said before, from having that added burden, especially when you're in grief after a death?
I tell people this all the time, that the best gift that you can give someone is the gift of security and comfort and knowledge and awareness that you have taken the necessary steps to put your planning in order. And so often we think just about the death component of it. But as the pandemic has shown us, it's also about what happens if you're hospitalized for a period of time. You need to make sure that you have the proper documents in place so that if you are hospitalized or incapacitated, that you have someone that you have put in place who can make decisions for you. Because the flip side to that, if you don't have someone in place, then a court would have to appoint someone in your stead. And it could be someone you would trust, or it could be someone you would say, I wouldn't want this person, but you can't communicate that. Right. So there it is. Yeah. So it's never too soon. We really need to start thinking about it. I know the conversation, as you mentioned, being the daughter of a funeral director, it's like, you've seen death, you know what that looks like, and yet it can still be hard. With the situation where I have younger people who have older parents and the older parents have not yet planned, one of the things that I tell them is to say, Mom, Dad, this is what I'm doing. I'm getting my planning in order. What have you guys started to do, or have you thought about doing it? Because then it takes the focus off of, well, you're older and you should be planning, and becomes more of a family conversation about what we're all doing collectively.
So blessed to have you on today and to have this conversation, because I know a lot of people need to hear this message. But you not only are an attorney and a legacy estate planner and all of the things, but you, congratulations, have released your first book. And it is entitled, yes, Family Strong: 7 Gifts for a Lasting Legacy. It's available now. And what does a lasting legacy mean, and why is this book so important in this moment?
For me, a lasting legacy is something that lives beyond you. So it's because, think about it, any money that you inherit, it's going to be spent and that will be the end of it. But you can't take away the values that someone has taught you. You can't take away the words that someone has imparted to you. When I think about even in biblical terms, when people gave a blessing over someone, and just as an example, even in my book, my grandfather, who I never met, he died before I was born, but when he was in the hospital, he was dying from cancer, he put a blessing on all of his grandchildren yet to be born. My sister was the only grandchild that was living, but he prayed over not only her, but any future grandchildren and great-grandchildren and beyond and beyond. And I thought that was so I didn't even know that until maybe about a year or so ago when I was starting to write the book, and my mom shared that with me. And I'm like, wow, I am still reaping the benefits of a blessing that someone I never even met spoke over me. That's a lasting legacy.
Yeah. Michelle Adams, I appreciate you. I really do. And I know so many in our comeback community appreciate this conversation because it's going to create the important conversations in their own households as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And comeback community, you can get the full podcast. We talk about child welfare. We talk about estate planning. We really delve deeper into some of the subject matters that Michelle is an expertise on. So make sure that you go to comeback.tv for more information and the full podcast.